Hello there, this is Crazy Random Anime Girl, and today I am going to be doing a dramatic reading. Yes, I'm going to be doing a dramatic reading of the original fanfiction that soon turned out to be the best-selling mommy porn of this year, 50 Shades of Grey. If you don't know what the original fanfiction was, it was a Twilight fanfiction under the name of Master of the Universe. You're probably wondering, why a dramatic reading? Isn't dramatic reading for stuff that's shit? Enough said. I'm only really going to be doing the first 2 chapters today because, well, any more would probably scar me. But I hope to finish the entire fic, at least. So, wish me luck. From here on out, I may or may not pay attention to the camera. Plus, I might stop the reading every now and then to add in a wee snark, but then again, it's 50 Shades, I think I'm allowed. Technically it's not, but technically at the same time it is, so... Okay, let's see. And I'm having to read this online because, like I said, it is the original fanfiction. I couldn't find 50 Shades online, and I can't borrow it nor buy it on my Kindle, otherwise I'd have a lot of explaining to do, so... Chapter 1. I scowl with frustration at myself in the mirror. Damn my hair, it just won't behave. And damn Rose for being ill and subjecting me to this ordeal. I have tried to brush my hair into submission, but it's not towing the line. I must learn not to sleep it with it wet. I sleep with my hair wet and it ends up fine. A bit curly, yes, but fine. I recite this 5 times as a mantra whilst I try, once more with the brush. I give up. The only thing I can do is restrain it tightly in a ponytail and hope that I look reasonably presentable. Rose is my roommate and she has chosen... Okay, that is a bit unfair because choice has had nothing to do with it, but she has the flu and as such cannot do the interview she's arranged with a mega industrialist for the student newspaper. So I have been volunteered. I have final exams to cram for, 1 essay to finish, and I am supposed to be working this afternoon, but no, today I have to head into downtown Seattle and meet the enigmatic CEO of Cullen Enterprise Holdings Inc. Allegedly, he's some exceptional tycoon who is a major benefactor of our university, and his time is extraordinarily precious. Much more precious than mine. And he's granted Rose an interview. A real coup, she tells me. Damn our extracurricular activities. So far, nothing wrong, although most of the error that I see whenever I see extracts is in the sex scenes. You know, I think I'll be alright today, if I'm only reading the first 2 chapters. Though when she starts getting horny, I sort of pray for my sanity. Bella, I'm sorry. It took me 9 months to get this interview, and it will take another 6 to reschedule, and you and I will both have graduated by then. As the editor, I can't blow this out. Please? Rose begs me in a rasping, really sore throat voice. I stare at her red-rimmed, runny eyes, her bright pink nose. Of course I'll go, Rose. You should go back to bed. Would you like some paracetamol? Yes, please. Here are the questions in my mini disc recorder. Just press record here. Make notes and I'll transcribe it all. I know nothing about him. My voice is anxious. The questions will see you through. Go. I don't want you to be late. Alright, so we've got ellipsis. At least it's not my immortal type. Okay, I'm going. I have a long drive. Go back to bed, but please make sure you eat. I made you some soup to heat up later. I stare at her fondly. Only for you, Rose, would I do this. Ooh. I will. Good luck. And thanks, Bella, you're a lifesaver as usual. I smiled wryly at her and hit the door to our room. I cannot believe I have let Rose talk me into this. But then, Rose can talk anyone into anything. She'll make an exceptional journalist. She's articulate, strong, persuasive, argumentative, beautiful, and she's my dearest, dearest friend. Are people actually going to be shipping Edward and Bella in this story? Because so far I see a lot of shipties for these 2 friends. Of course, that may be just because I'm a Yuri fan. Don't judge me. The roads are clear as I set off from Portland. It's early and I don't have to be in Seattle until 2 this afternoon. Fortunately, she's lent me her car. I'm not sure my old truck would be up for the journey. Oh, right, yeah, it is a Twilight fix. She's got her truck. Well, it is the least she can do. I frown into the rear view mirror. But I have to say, our sporty BMW Z4 is so much more fun to drive than my truck, and the miles slip away as I put my foot down. It's cloudy, but at least it's not raining as I make my way into the city. The Seattle traffic is heavy, but I have an hour to go, and I'm feeling fairly confident that I should be able to find somewhere to park. Thank heavens for the sat-nav on the Z4, otherwise I'd be royally screwed. My destination is the headquarters of Mr. Cullen's global enterprise. It's a huge 30-story office building, all curved glass and steel, and architects utilitarian fantasy with Cullen House written discreetly in steel over the glass front doors. Utilitarian, what? It's 1:45 and I feel an immense sense of relief that I'm not late as I walk into the enormous, frankly intimidating class. A glass, steel and white sandstone first floor foyer. Blech, blech. Okay, so we've got alliteration and I'm already tongue-tied. Behind the solid sandstone desk, a very attractive blonde-haired young woman smiles pleasantly at me. She wears the sharpest charcoal suit jacket and white shirt I have ever seen. She looks immaculate. With the way she's complimenting all these women, I know it's only 2 so far, but still, with the way she's complimenting them, are we sure that Belle is straight here? I'm here to see Mr. Cullen. Isabella Swan for Rosalie. Okay, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing her name properly. Twilight fans, if you know how to pronounce it, don't even bother telling me, because I don't even care for Twilight. Isabella Swan for Rosalie Hale. Excuse me one moment, Miss Swan. She arches her eyebrows slightly as I stand self-consciously in front of her. I'm beginning to wish I had borrowed one of Rose's jackets rather than wear my navy blue hoopie coat. Peacoat. I have made an effort and worn my one and only skirt. It's brown and I have a sensible brown knee-length boots and a blue sweater. For me, this is smart. I tuck one of the escaped tendrils of my hair behind my ear as I pretend she doesn't intimidate me. Miss Hale is expected. Please sign in here, Miss Swan. You'll want the end lift on the right, pressed for the 30th floor. She smiles kindly at me, amused no doubt as I sign in. She hands me a security pass that has visitor very firmly stamped on the front. Personally, I think it's obvious that I'm just visiting. I don't fit in here at all. Nothing changes, I inwardly sigh. I thank her and walk over to the lift, past the 2 security men who are both far more smartly dressed than me in their well-cut black suits. The lift whisks me with unseemly haste. Seemly, I said right. Haste to the 30th floor. The doors silently fly open and I'm in another large foyer, again all glass, steel and white sandstone. In front of me there's another desk of sandstone and another young blonde woman dressed impeccably in black and white, who rises to greet me. Miss Swan, could you wait here please? She points to a seated area of white leather chairs. Behind the leather chairs is a large glass-walled meeting room with an enormous dark wood table and 20 dark wood chairs around it. Beyond that, a floor-to-ceiling window with a view of the Seattle skyline, looking out through the city towards the Pacific Ocean. It's a stunning vista. I stand and admire it, momentarily distracted before I sit. I fish the questions out of my satchel and go through them, inwardly cursing Rose for not providing me with a brief biography. I know nothing about this man I am about to interview. He could be 90, he could be in his 30s. My nerves are beginning to kick in. I am uncomfortable with this one-to-one stuff. I am much better in a group scenario, preferably not asking any questions. Sitting somewhere in the back. Well, judging by the building, all clinical and modern, he's probably in his 30s. Fit, tanned, blonde to match the rest of the personnel. Yeah, there's a lot of blondes here, isn't there? I get that half the cast of Twilight is blonde, but still. At least give him a hair dye and provide some backstory to how that happened. People won't kill you for giving your favourite characters as a hair dye job because you need to define them from all the other characters that are the same hair colour. Where am I again? Another elegant, flawly dressed blonde comes out of a large door to the right. Yeah, I went silent here because I've noticed something. Apparently the author of this is British, like myself, so you'd probably expect her to use British spelling, even though this is set in America, but still. We've Brits spelled blonde with an E at the end. I guess she's appealing to the target audience or something, whatever that is. Whoever that is, I mean, just ignore me. Blonde comes out of a large door to the right. What is it with all the immaculate blondes? Thank you! It's like Stepford here. I take a deep breath and stand up. Miss Swan, the latest blonde asks. Yes? Mr. Cullen will see you in a moment. May I take your jacket? Oh, please. I struggle out my pea coat. Have you been offered any refreshment? No. Oh dear, I'm going to get blonde number 1 into trouble. She frowns and eyes the young woman at the desk. Would you like tea, coffee, water? Glass of water would be lovely, thank you. Jessica, please fetch Miss Swan a glass of water, she says sternly to the young woman at the desk. Jessica scoots up immediately and walks to a door at the other side of the foyer. My apologies, Miss Swan. Jessica is our new intern. Please be seated. Mr. Cullen will probably be another 5 minutes. They're getting into trouble because she didn't offer her anything to drink. So she might have forgotten. Like she said, she's a new intern. It's not like she's going to get it drilled into her head the first day. Or at least depends on how long she's been there. Jessica returns with a large glass of iced water. Here you go, Miss Swan. Thank you. Blonde number 2 goes and sits at the sandstone desk at her station, and they both continue their work. My God. Oh, it's nearly finished. Thank God. Perhaps Mr. Cullen insists on all his employees being blonde. Is that legal? I'm wondering idly, when the office door opens and a tall, elegantly dressed, rather beautiful black man exits. Beautiful. Oh, God. I'm going to quote a thing that I read a while ago when someone was talking about Twilight and said, wouldn't handsome be more appropriate for a man? Then again, it is Edward Cullen. Everyone's favourite little fairy. Sparkly fairy desu. Yeah, he ain't gonna be handsome. I have definitely worn the wrong clothes. He turns and says to the door, Golf, definitely, Cullen. Ah, crap, it's not him. I don't hear the reply. He turns and sees me and smiles kindly. Jessica has jumped up and called the lift. Good afternoon, ladies, he says as he departs through the sliding door. Mr. Cullen will see you now, Miss Swan. Do go through, blonde number 2 says. I stand rather shakily, collect my satchel, leave my water, and make my way to the partially open door. You don't need to knock. Just go in, she smiles at me. And I push open the door and stumble through, tripping over my own feet as usual, and falling headfirst into the office. Even clumsy people do not make that much of a mistake. They can at least keep their own composure and walk in normally. They might trip a wee bit, but they'll at least stay on their feet. That's one of the things I actually hate about Twilight. That I tried to read it, yes, and I kept on forgetting about it. In fact, it's sitting somewhere in my room here. Fine. Partway finished. At least it helped me get to sleep. But still, another thing about Twilight. Bella! Okay, I'm going to go on a wee bit of a rant here, but not even real people are that clumsy. Maybe if it were like a huge stone slab standing halfway out the ground like that, yeah, it'd be understood if you tripped over and fell on your face. Or if you were a tiny little kid and you were still unstable on your feet, yeah, it'd be understandable if you fell flat on your face. But a grown 21-year-old woman falling flat on her face. Okay, not even a real life person is that clumsy, Bella. Or Anna, considering. Okay, rant over. Chapter 2. I am on my hands and knees in the doorway to Mr. Cullen's office, and gentle hands are around me, helping to pull me up. I am so embarrassed. Damn my clumsiness. I have to steel myself to glance up. Holy crow, he's so young.